After 1 year of the government of the current administration, public officials gave an account to the citizenship of the investment during 2020. The Secretary of Health, who was one of the first to expose the work of his office, which achieved an advance of 65%, indicating large investment for the health sector, as were the 1,468 million invested in the construction of the ICU.
In summary, the first thing to highlight from this administration is to take advantage of the issue of the pandemic to strengthen the ICU service through the adequacy of this space in the hospital for the ICU of the COVID-19 contingency and the complete provision of this area. Also, a management was made in the Ministry of Health, where they provided biomedical equipment that was needed.
The head of the tourism office indicated that his department executed 95% of its projects, specifying the remaining 5% were tourism infrastructure work that could not be executed due to the pandemic.
On the part of the Secretary of Tourism, we achieved an advance of almost 95% of what was agreed for the 2020 action plan. The infrastructure component was the one that determined the remaining 5%. However, we consider that it was a strategic action given that after the reopening, materials went down. So if we had invested those resources during the pandemic, we would have been in a patrimonial depressing situation.
The secretary in charge of the Education Department gave an assessment on her administration.
I feel like we had a good balance. Why? Because we could give attention to the children then in a different way. They get the ration as food, not preparing, but they had it to care home and prepare for the parents. And the attention was technological, virtually, everything was virtually, as how we know. And the attention, the special attention, that's what called our attention, is the acceptation that the parents they had with the child.
The departmental government indicated that in spite of having presented changes in the different offices due to the pandemic and the onslaught of hurricanes Eta and Iota, the administration made significant progress.